picked up a couple of wickets, so that did stop the onslaught. I think Faf du Plessis will be reasonably pleased with this.
He will. The comeback from this Patriots team is what they can take a lot of confidence from. We'll have to chase 154 for victory.
Shamshi, you like coming to this part of the world, fond memories, so confidence is high going into this tournament?
Yeah, definitely. Like you say, it's to be in overall, so you can just relax and enjoy yourself, and it obviously brings the best out of you.
It's a challenge bowling here at Warner Park with these boundaries, eh?
Yeah, definitely. You know, it's a bowler's nightmare, but I suppose you've got to make do with what you have and come up with a game plan and back it 100%.
Less runs on the board from the side batting first. You guys up for this or what?
Yeah, definitely. You know, we have a very good batting attack. I got a joke going around in the team. If I'm batting at 11, we've got a very strong batting attack. So, if we bat properly, I'm sure we'll be able to chase this down.
I would imagine the Patriots will be quite pleased with that. It's a powerful lineup, and of course we've got Chris Gale there. He can make a massive difference. He was dismissed for 51, but 36 balls, 3 sixes for him, and 3 sixes also for Andre Russell, and just getting past that 150 mark, which is about par. The bowlers, well, that left-arm Chinaman again has done the job. Tabrei Shamsi, 4 overs, 2 for 17. Look at that economy rate, brilliant, 4.25. And a couple of wickets also to Tesoro Pereira, so tidy stuff from him. So that's the target. The Patriots have got to win this. They've got to make sure they get some points. 154 they've got to get, and of course they've got 20 overs to face. Now, just a reminder about the money that's on offer, and money that can be won in this CPL, $10,000 US. Play On Daily Fantasy League, CPL it is. You can go online at playon.co. Okay, time for a break. When we come back, we'll join that run chase.
Players come onto the field alongside me. Shagur, your thoughts on what transpired so far?
Up to 153, the Talawars. So a lot of work to be done to be able to defend this, but the Patriots are wanting to get a win on the board. In the air. Into the gap. So on the money straight away, Dale Steyn.
He'll like the overcast conditions here. It'll be very similar to what he experienced in England, but Lendl Simmons wouldn't like that first delivery and how he responded. Just lobbed in the air a bit, trying to play on the onside, the leading edge. How patriotic. Spectators supporting the home team out in their numbers.
See a win from their side today. Into the gap. And that's all on the ground for a 4.
Lovely shot. Very classical from Evan Lewis. Usually associate his stroke play with power. This was more timing. Look at that. Just waited on it. Found the gap. Nice flow off the bat. Very, very prolific player.
No ball signalled. Board, so free hit.
This will do a whole lot of good to Evan Lewis. Has a chance to get a big swing. That is if the rain subsides. Ground staff getting active here. They're clearly over that bowling crease.
Playing his very first CPL match. Keswick Williams. Nerves. Ball delivery, and he's managed to squirt that away for a 4.
Good skill from Evan Lewis. He was able to carve this through the offside. Excellent delivery from Williams. It was a Yorker, but he made room. Evan Lewis just opened the blade. Look at that. Didn't try to hit it too hard. The placement was important.
Oh, he's tried to go down the ground on this.
We'll have to go. And how about this with some foot movement? He's clearly happy with his success. Lewis goes for 8. It's 12 for 1.
And it's getting louder and louder. Quite relaxed at the start, Darren. Just geeing themselves up. Oh, edge and through.
Well, it was low and to the left of Chris Gale. Kumar Sangakkara didn't quite have a chance or an opportunity to take a catch. Dissected the two fielders and raced to the boundary. Faf du Plessis will take it nonetheless. Gets in closer to that target.
Oh, he's got this one away, Lendl Simmons. Into the gap, frees his hands. His first boundary.
Should take the pressure off Lendl Simmons. He's struggled so far this Hero CPL. Gets going with a boundary. Just open the blade, give himself a little bit of room. Loves to stand beside the ball and play in the offside. Might just get him going.
Oh, into out. And it will be a hero maximum.
Lendl Simmons thrives on confidence. Spoke about that boundary the previous over. On his confidence, a whole lot of good. Advances, gets the elevation.
Bit fuller that time. Think a bit about Kumar Sangakkara. He was pleading once again. He was absolutely convinced. Hits him on his toe. They're certainly right to go for that. It's 31 for 1.
That's what they need, the Patriots, and they need to get in the points column. 115 from 84 balls. Disappointed in that first game. And this guy is not going to give too much away. Shakib. This might be really good running, though. Terrific understanding from the two Patriots. It's good again. That time is the arm ball. So this rate required, by the way, is 8.5 from here. And I know it's early, and that's okay at this stage. Well, that's clever stuff. Down the ground, that's going to make a bit of a difference. And it's just a beautiful cricket shot. Wonderful execution. Nice way to sign off the over. 48 for 1.
Sweet, sweet timing. Simmons. So good in that area. Down the ground, back over the bowler, long off, long on, you name it.
Got him. Beautiful stuff from Wasim. Clever bowling. A couple of spinners in operation now, bowling a little bit similar, and that has certainly made an impact.
Great scalp to get for the Talawars. Needed something. Yeah, speared and pushed it in a bit quicker, a bit flatter. Really, not even halfway up the stumps. Shows an extra flatter trajectory from Wasim. Eldorado celebration for the bowler, not so for Simmons. He's gone for 29. Second one down at 51 here.
Right, another change in the bowling. Jagisar into the attack. It's good scrambling. Nice work from Powell. Well, it's just fascinating, I think, the way that the spinners have been utilised on this surface. And it is a surface that the spinners like. And the captains have got to get up to all sorts of things to make sure they're effective. And so far, they have been. Early call was just one. That's where they're staying. Bowling again. A single. They have to do that. They've got to try and pick up some boundaries. They've done that superb. That's nice connection. Good shot.
Found the gap on that onside. Drag it through that off stump. Because the length was the key, wasn't it?
They've got no momentum at the moment. That's the problem with the Patriots. They've got to try and get a couple of boundaries here and then kick on from a good over or two. Only one more left in this over. There's 8 that has cost up until now. Bit of flight down the ground. This is going to be the single, but that's fine. 9 off that over. Rounds it off to 10 overs gone. 64 for 2 it is. And now it's time for a Buster drinks break.
It's how we play.
Last thing that the Patriots want to do is go down in their first 2 games. So this is a really important part of this competition for them right now. And the skipper's on strike. He's going to have to look to steer the ship. He's seriously experienced and in good form at the moment is du Plessis. That's a beauty. That's a nice shot. Wow, that's terrific stuff from the skipper.
Beautiful timing and balance. She's hitting through the line, not trying to overhit it. It's a long way back. It's not a big ground here, but it's right up on the top of that stand.
Buff wants 2 here.
Yeah, beautifully played. Just took the pace off the shot to make it hard for the outfielders to come in and attack the ball. They had to come right into the 30-yard circle. His placement just took the pace off it.
Really good support from his partner as well. Oh, that's good connection. That really is good connection. Nicely played by Carter.
Top shot. Ball spinning into the left-handed Carter, and he's hitting with that spin over mid-wicket. See a lot of left-hand batsmen favour this area, and he's no different.
They're looking for catches in the crowd. Looking for one-handed catches. The first person to take a catch in the crowd. It's a Guardian Group catch for cash. Picks up $1,000 US. Gone again. Catch this time, maybe. Got a chance. Really good connection. With the bat, that is.
And this is smart cricket. Carter recognising that Wasim is going to be easier for him to hit to the boundary than it is to the right-handed du Plessis.
Patriots have now taken the lead from where the Talawars were. They were 83 for 3. 9 runs ahead now, and look at that equation, 62 from 48 balls. A little bit different bottom edge.
He didn't really need to take that risk. He's going so well.
And he's picked up a wicket. Bang on cue, Tom Moody. Bit of a round arm action, just sliding across the left-hander, and it's paid dividends.
Carter coming charging down, looking for another boundary in the early parts of the over. Took off very early. That just gave Shakib the cue to push it wide and slide it away from him. Sangakkara not making any mistake behind the stumps. Good knock for Carter, 27 off 18. It's 94 for 3.
In the air. Wow. Beauty. He loved that. That's an important wicket. That is a Republic Bank classic catch. Superb stuff.
They were talking about the key wicket of Faf du Plessis, and they've found it. Du Plessis couldn't believe it, just looking to flick it through that leg side for a 1. And a good little one-hander coming across the crease from Jagasar. Big wicket. Du Plessis goes for 27. It's 98 for 4. Nice bit of short pitch bowling right into the body of Pereira.
I can tell you also that at this same juncture, after 17, they were 127 for 5 were the Talawars, and the Patriots need 39 from 18. Whip! Who wants it? Shakir does. Too easy. Comfortable catch. Pereira, as Williams goes to town with the celebration.
Smart piece of bowling from Williams. The cheerleaders, well, they're excited. There was wit on that delivery. It was full up. And, well, Pereira was still looking to hit down the ground. Just managed a thick outside edge. And Shakib makes no mistake. Pereira goes for 7. It's 116 for 5.
Yeah, closing down the angles of the bowler. Seeing the batsman, Bradley Hodge, trying to give himself room to go over the offside. Good stuff. This from the bowler.
He's been very good, Williams, to tuck the batsman up throughout his entire spell. He's going pretty much that short of a length on the body of most batsmen, not allowing them to use their arms, hit through the offside. Very good spell of bowling from him. Just conceded 23 runs and 2 wickets to him.
Guys, knocked him over. Little inside edge maybe onto the back leg, and it's time for an El Dorado celebration from Williams again.
Make that wicket number 3. Williams strikes. Very good decision by Chris Gayle. Made a last-minute switch to up for Williams instead of John Ross Jagisa. This has paid a lot of dividends. Inside edge onto the pad, onto the stumps. Look at the celebrations. Williams' best figures so far in T20 cricket. Brad Hodge has to go. He's gone for 12. It's 119 for 6.
And the big guy on strike. Now some will be thinking you're sitting in your favourite lounger at home here in the Caribbean or anywhere on planet Earth thinking, why hasn't this guy come in earlier? He can strike it, he's got wonderful technique, and they need something special now. Not today though! For Saturday, and over goes the Pulse. Ripper from Dale Steyn.
Well, it's special from Steyn, not from Carlos Brathwaite. Dale Steyn on target. Well, couldn't quite handle the pressure this time. This was bang on target. Didn't really bounce much, but look at the stump. We're flying in a cartwheel. Celebrations from the big man, Dale Steyn. Well, if you're a Patriot supporter, they're in dire strait at the moment. Brathwaite goes for 1. It's 119 for 7 now.
Oh, love a replay when the stump goes cartwheeling. Steyn, angle, a little bit of jag. And now the tail is in. And they're up against Dale Steyn here.
2 runs up from Santoki. Patriots will require 30 runs from 6 deliveries. Still got 2 games left here at home to redeem themselves.
Gayle has got down and held onto the ball too long. I was going to say, wonderful stuff, Christopher, but they've run 2 to you, brother. Get the ball back, bro.
The big man on the floor. Yes, he was quite pleased with his effort. Surely might have gone into the boundary rope, but got down on all fours. Chris Gayle, a rare sight. Then he realized they were getting 2. Late reaction from him, I say.
Yeah, I think you're right, DJ, in terms of being pleased with himself with the dive and getting there. Didn't realise that Thomas would try and come back for 2. Bit of whippage. And that onside from Thomas. He wants to. Got to come back. And Sangers between the legs. Getting fancy, but not hitting the woodwork. This could be. Could be. Should be. No, it's not. It's a hero maximum from DT. Downtown.
That's a very good shot from Devon Thomas. Struck this one on the up. It was not a full delivery. Still managed to push his body weight forward and get this over the man at long on.
Come on, Devon. Fat a few. And guess what? Oh, there's another one. Gone all the way. Clocking up some miles. There's Thomas here.
He's definitely showing his power. Devon Thomas. Look at this. Wide of long off. High in the air. It's got the distance. Little too late. This particular match. 14 required from 2 deliveries.
Yeah, it's a slip in a wide or a no ball. Discipline. Nice, simple finish from the bowler. 2 deliveries left, do not overstep. And hat-trick of hero maximum here at Warner. Quite brilliant striking from Devon Thomas. 1 to go in the match. What a shame.
The 50th maximum in Hero CPL 2016 comes off the bat of Devon Thomas. He's doing the impossible here. What the Tallawahs wouldn't want is a no ball. Even if he hits a 6, he will still fall short. Chris Gayle will worry a bit. Final delivery.
How about a wide down the leg side? No. That's it. Devon Thomas. Just goes to show you, in this fabulous format, what can be achieved. And it's a shame some of his teammates couldn't do it a bit earlier on in the innings for the Patriots. High fives for the Jamaica Tallawahs. So win in the end by 5 for the Tallawahs over the Patriots here this Saturday afternoon.
Yeah, it's an important start for us to get a win on the first game, so we are happy with that. I thought it was a great, team effort, great all-around performance, from the individuals as well. But, having said that, St. Kitts played some good cricket. They put us under a bit of pressure, and then Russell in the back end, gave us that sort of total to actually play with, with the ball. But, Keswick for us, fantastic, and ever so Dale Steyn as well, fantastic for us. And our spinners, played a brilliant part as well. Jaga, Sakib, and Wazim as well. So overall, it's a great performance from all of us, and we're happy to get after that winning start, and we'll move on to Trinidad next.
Trinidad is about momentum, and we've got a little bit of a losing momentum on our side at the moment. But yet again, we didn't play to our full potential, and for me, you can't expect to win games of cricket when you're playing at 60-70%.
So at the halfway mark, you look pretty pleased, though.
Yeah, very pleased. I thought that was a pass score. Second innings, the wicket slowed down a little bit, so we needed one guy just to anchor the innings and bat through and get us 60 not out to win the game, and a couple of 20s obviously doesn't help.
As a captain, how do you handle it? Are you making sure you're in their ear all the time, or do you just let them go about their business?
Well, I couldn't ask for a better captain to lead them. Chris Gayle, the best captain overall in the world, in the Caribbean as well. So overall, they couldn't have asked for a better man to actually lead them, cool and collective, and let them go about the business with make them relax and feel like they're at home as well.
Gee, those Patriots are going to be disappointed with that, not getting that total. They really should have, and I know that the 20s, that's all to concern them. 4 20s, in fact. And I can't blame Devon Thomas. 7 balls to his 25, but just a bridge too far. If we have a look at the bowlers, the Tallawahs, really good stuff from the debutant. Kendrick Williams picking up 3 for 23, and the Diamond, Dale Steyn, picking up 1 for 21. So good work from him in the lineup as well. So let's just have a look at the match summary. Tallawahs just past the 150 mark, which was par, and the Patriots not getting that, and they won by 5 runs in the end, the Tallawahs, so they'll be delighted with that performance away from home. And if we have a look at the Hero Motor Corps leaderboard, you can see the Tallawahs have played 1, and they've also picked up 2 points. So they're sitting second at the moment. The Zooks up top. There's a couple of sides at the bottom there that have got their work cut out a little bit at this stage. Now, the man of the match was the debutant. Look at that celebration. Why wouldn't he be happy? Keswick Williams picking up 3 for 23. He certainly used the lack of pace in the track to his advantage. So good work from Keswick Williams. Okay, now just a reminder of match 5 coming up. It is the Night Riders versus the Amazon Warriors, and that's from Queen's Park Oval. We have got plenty of cricket, of course, in this edition of the CPL. I hope you enjoyed the highlights. I'm sure you did. We'll catch you next time.
How we play.
Hello everybody and welcome to the highlights of game number 2 of the Hero CPL 2016. Big game this one, St Kitts and Nevis Patriots versus the Guyana Amazon Warriors from St Kitts. Now the Warriors called correctly and they won the toss and they elected to field first. So the first blood to them. Let's have a look at the sides that are competing today. Stacked with some big players. A couple of big batsmen in that lineup for the Patriots with Simmons and Faf du Plessis. Interesting enough, they've got Santoku, who's the leading wicket taker in the CPL, and also Shamsi and Badri. A couple of wrist spinners important. Warriors, well, they got a new skipper. Martin Guptill, who used to play here at the Patriots, and Dwayne Smith, so they're key right at the top. And then right at the back, they've got some spinners as well. They've got Vishu, Zampa and Pomal. So they've got spin to rely on, with a bit of seam from Emirates as well. Let's pick up the action with our commentators.
And let's play. We'll open the bowling. Here we go. First delivery. This first match here at Warner Park.
Oh, and starts with a peach. Chapter 1, verse 1, line and length. Straight away, Sahel.
Good delivery. Goes with the angle. Left-handed Tanvir.
Go on the opening over. Slippers in, and there we go. First one down here tonight at Warner, and it's the big scalp of Lendl Simmons.
Well, that's the vulnerable area. Angling across the right-handed Simmons. Just nibbled at it. All through. It's a first slip. But look at this. Just didn't get enough bat. Genuine outside edge. And Dwayne Smith makes no mistake. Early success for the Amazon Warriors. That's a big wicket. Lendl Simmons, usually very prolific. Very, very slow start with his Hero CPL. He's gone without scoring. It's none for one.
Last ball of the first, they've already got a wicket. Captain is out in the middle. Oh, wicket maiden to kick off the party tonight at Warner. None for one here.
Good shot from Evan Lewis. A little bit of hesitation, but in the end, safely. Faf du Plessis. Early energy in the field from the Amazon Warriors. Chris Lynn, backward point.
Well, they've got off the mark finally. Let's take the 8 deliveries. Short and gone. Don't bother running because it's hit the fence already. Freebie almost for du Plessis.
Well, he had all the time in the world. Faf du Plessis. Just had to choose the spot he wanted to hit this delivery in. Swiveled on it.
No.
Knew he had 2 runs. Look at that. Made it look easy in the end. Heard recently about Virat Kohli and how important his fitness is to his success in international cricket. Part of the modern game.
Yeah, and Faf ran a lot wider there too, didn't he? He had to get past the bowler in the follow-through. And he ran right over the other side. The ground staff. Coach on, a little bit ominous, but fingers crossed. Lovely hands from Faf du Plessis. Oh, hello. Misfield. Not going to please any captain who takes it over the stumps to Marty Guptill. But they do get a couple. Showers, just looking at our commentary position, indeed, confirmation. The umps just want to be careful, make sure, because they've been passing through all afternoon, it has to be said. And they do pass through quickly, so hopefully it's just a short interruption. 1 ball to go in the 3rd. Altanbir just chatting with the skipper. Slight adjustment, boundary rider. Du Plessis on strike. He's going to keep the strike. So, long wait for the 3rd over to be completed. 14 for 1 now.
Club it away. Just short of the boundary and should go into the ropes. Second boundary for Faf du Plessis.
Nice little flick of the wrists. Hoisted away. Hero Maximin. First one here at St Kitts tonight. Arms from Johnny Ward aloft. Sweet piece of timing. Ends the over. 4 done, 26 for 1 now. Lovely stroke. Run away with no protection out there. And Lewis did a lot better after that.
It's got him. Fred Emmerich is the sort of bloke who makes things happen when he gets the ball in his hand. Terrific stuff from Emmerich first up.
Yeah, what a way to get your CPL up and running. Nice and full. And an Eldorado celebration to boot as well. Ryan Emmerich over from the Barbados Tridents, now playing for the Guyana Amazon Warriors. He gets his first wicket. Evan Lewis for 8. It's 34 for 2.
তামিম অফ দ্য মার্কে গেলেন। কুমিল্লা ভিক্টোরিয়ান্স তাদের রানের চাকাটা সচল করলো। ওয়াকার ফুটবল স্কোর আপডেট 1 বিনা উইকেটে কুমিল্লা ভিক্টোরিয়ান্স একটা লো ফুল টস হয়ে গিয়েছিল শেষ মুহূর্তে, এবং সেটাকে খুব ভালোভাবে ব্যাটের ফেসটা ক্লোজ করে টাইমলি প্লেস করতে পেরেছিলেন স্কোয়ার লেগে। এবারে বিপিএলে 15 ম্যাচ থেকে 14টি উইকেট রয়েছে আন্দ্রে রাসেলের।
After season 6, and yeah, right where he wants to be. I don't think you're going to get any free drives here, Mr. Lewis.
That might be something that the pace bowlers might be thinking of. That back of length ball will give the batsman much time to maneuver. And he's trying to do that once again. This time, just possibly going to be signaled one over the shoulder. Just see the effort. Behind the bowling of Andre Russell here.
He so often sets the tone in an aggressive, fast, questioning over, then look out opposition, because he is so lethal and changes any course of any game.
Unchanged side for Comilla Victorians as well as the Dhaka Dynamites. Absolutely, I think maybe not, you wouldn't say the two best teams, but the term you used, most deserving, would be the right way of explaining how they got there and what they've achieved. Rubal Hussain, again, the back of length always gives the batsman a little bit of something to think about. Got the BPL Governing Council. Have a look at the wicket. Seems to be pretty good. Both captains thought there were lots of runs in it. There's a greenish tinge. There's a bit of live grass. You can already see the carry.
Yeah, I think he's got it spot on. If any indication to go by with Russell and Nur Hassan standing a long way back for Russell. And he's a fair way back here for Rubal Hussain as well. So just a tweak in the field. Third man is up, fine legs back.
Again on the money. This is excellent from Rubal Hussain. He's keeping it tight, bowling within himself early in his overs. You need to get warmed up, get the blood flowing through, and the muscles getting a little more supple. And the atmosphere, of course, knowing that there are about 25,000 plus people already in the ground here at this magnificent stadium.
And pretty much full. That's the capacity at 26, 27, yeah.
Down the wicket, gives him the charge, does not make adequate contact, just the single. Well, the iconic Sherabangla Stadium, you see the Dhaka Dynamites owners, and a little bit apprehensive in the early stages. This is the home of cricket in Bangladesh. The Bangladesh Cricket Board has got its head office here at the ground. It's the academy just next to it. Nicely driven, and it's just going to find that gap. The ball's racing away, and it's gone for 4. Didn't hit it too hard, but timing was picture perfect.
Yeah, once again in the evening, under the night sky, the pitch, the outfield, a little bit more slick. Suddenly, those in red and black find a bit more voice, and Lewis finds a bit of timing as well. And the gap.
Lovely placement for even Lewis, known as a far hitter, but on this occasion, all he did was time it to a nicety and place it exceptionally well. Pitching up, that could be close, yet it is. He's asked the question and it has been answered in favour of the bowler, and I think they've gone for the review, have they?
Yeah, and funnily enough, just checking that out, looking out of our comm box, both batsmen are tapping their bats. Tamim was saying, yeah, you've got to have a look at this, Louis. I think it's swinging down a bit. Want to have a good look? That should be all right, and is. But it's the amount of swing he gets. Does it go a bit more? Yeah, look, you can see middle. You can see middle, but I love this. Can't wait for the ball tracking. I think he's clearly missed it. There's no woodwork, but in terms of the curve, that'll be the one.
Well, the ultra edge tells you there's nothing. Oh, what was that? Nothing on the bat. No, it's just as it's going back. There's quite a bit of evening light between. Seems to be a bit of spike. I don't think it's anything to do with the bat, because you can see the ball is quite a bit distant from the bat itself. So even that little spike, maybe it's sound of something else. Let's see what the umpire thinks. Oh, I think you might be giving it not out, I feel. Not quite sure.
Finding it hard because of all the energy and atmosphere around. I have another look at Ultra Edge here, because some of this has been shown on the big screen, of course, and so the crowd has said there's a little flicker there, but you can see there's daylight. See, there's clear daylight. And you see, in terms of, well, we saw something interesting, didn't we, down under in New Zealand, in terms of the T20 there at Eden Park. Now let's go to this part. This is the bit I want to look at. Yeah, just on line. Boom! Gotta go, surely. On all that technology and evidence, he hasn't hit it. Gotta go, well done, Ramon Martinez. I think this is the correct decision.
I tend to agree there too, even though there was a little bit of a spike. The ball was quite a bit away from bat as it passed when the spike happened. So it's a good decision taken, and the first wicket down for the Comilla Victorians. It's even Lewis, gone for 6. Comilla Victorians are 9 for 1. Well, they've lost the first wicket, the Comilla Victorians. Even Lewis, LBW to the bowling of Rubal Hussain, and now the new batsman in the keeper, Namul Haq, joining Tamim Iqbal. So, a lot of activity early on, just in the second over.
That's what we like to see.
We sure do. Well, they'd like to get some runs now, having lost the power hitting of even Lewis. They will be pegged back a little bit. 26-year-old Namul Haq has 100 in his T20 career. 119.62, needs to go up a little bit.
Yeah, ideally, but he's still nice enough stroke play. But all the modern players will tell you, bat in that top 4 or 5. They want 125 upwards. Anything over 130 we know is pretty special. Saying that, there's a few guys with lots of 140s up too, the strike rates.
I'll give him the credit of shouldering arms, I think. 2 overs done. It's 9 for 1. Big final here of the Bangladesh Premier League. Most wickets so far. Taskin Ahmed has been, well, there are a couple of guys, 3 guys actually. Rubal Hussain, Shakib Al Hassan, Mashrafe Mortuza, all on 22. Someone's going to overtake Taskin. He's injured. I'm going to add to that list. Again, a good delivery, just back of length from Andrew Russell.
Yeah. 2 wicket takers, 2 spearheads, charging in for the blue. So the first one down. They just pitched on. That's what I was excited about. With all that carry on with ultra edge, I was just wanting to see where that pitched. And then ball tracking said, yep, enough on the mat. And then you've got this athlete doing what he does, zipping it through, and good Yorkers, bit of swing, the odd bouncer. And Rubal, who tends to be a bit fuller anyway, to look for LBWs or bowls very early on.
That's Chairman of the International Cricket Council, Shashank Monaha, who is here on a visit to Bangladesh. Cut around the corner, just a single the result. Good to see him here, watching the finals, seeing what it's all about, knowing about cricket in Bangladesh. Hopefully gonna take a positive impression of what's going on, and very experienced. The Bangladesh Cricket Board in organizing international tournaments here over the years has been very successful. Best bowling economy in power play has been from the Comilla Victorians, so that's something they'll be looking forward to. Dhaka is 6.78. So when they come in and bowl, they're trying to maintain that economy rate. Oh, reared up, an appeal now. Now, that really took off, didn't it?
Absolute ripper. This is what you love from this guy. The ability to produce a delivery like this. Look at it go off the seam. It's almost like a test match, this. Oh, I love it fizzing past. I remember ripping a few of those snorters past Dean Jones and trying to take off his nose.
Madman, we've got a madman here. Oh, that's nicely played, and he opens his account with the single to Sanam ul Haq. It's the finals today. We just can't keep Danny Morrison quiet here. I'm trying to bowl over that. Mr. Najmul Hassan, president of the Bangladesh Cricket Board, alongside Mr. Shashank Monaha.
So, Tamin, when you think about it, it's only just started. We've almost had half the power play done. So much energy.
Just could not get hold of it the way he'd have liked to. 3 overs done, 11 for 1. sluggish start here by the Comilla Victorians, to say the least. 3.67 the run rate. Going to be the skipper for the Dhaka Dynamites, Shakib Al Hassan from the mighty Chips end. Try and use all his experience and his balls. 343 wickets. Gives the ball some air and is trying to chop it. It does very well in finding the gap behind backward point. Very well taken runs.
Welcome skipper Shakib to the final. I want to look at this again because it doesn't bounce very much. Very close to him. Geez, he hit that late. Holy schmoly, look at this guy.
Expect with that kind of flight given to the ball for it to do a little bit more, and he comes back with the arm ball. Such a wily old customer is Shakib Al Hassan.
Such a go-to ball. Bangladesh left armers over the years, so difficult to get away at this very venue. This pitch now bouncing, has pace and bounce nowadays, but years gone by it was that black soil, wasn't it?
Well, a fish and just short of the fielder there. Living a little dangerously is Anamul Haq. Getting a couple of balls ago. Let's look at when the ball was hit back at Shakib. He's trying to give the ball some spin, but look at the batsman giving the ball some spin. Look there, and then it turns. Good off break.
Yeah. I think, as I say, years gone by, Shimon, and it didn't bounce. It was that black sword, very low bounce, and lots of left armers dominating.
Oh, again, now he's not in absolute control of that. Ball's been in the air for a while, for quite a few occasions during this over. Thankfully, it's fallen in the right places for the batsman.
One to go on the fourth, and Comilla Victorian fans will be desperate to see this disappear. Couple of bookends, 4 off the first. Can they get 4 off the last here?
Not really. Another upper one chance of a catch there. Oh, tantalizingly close to Karan Pollard. Couldn't get a hand to it. 4 overs done, 17 for 1. Well, the Comilla Victorians having a fight in their hands because they have not been really able to take off. Have a look at the last ball of the last over.
Yeah, beautiful. Really was. And he's getting the flight right and the pace. And so that's who you want there. You want Pollard there, but he couldn't quite get across.
Sunil Narayan is going to come on from the Ismani Mirzapur end. What is he going to dish out? 360 wickets in his kitty so far. And look at the batsman, Tamim Iqbal, just trying to upset the rhythm of Sunil Narayan, but not to be caught in that at all. He was on line.
Well, he's had a pretty good time of it here in season 6. Wonderful as ever. He is so difficult to get away. This will be tough as well because there is that bounce. He'll look forward to this.
Well, there he goes. That's going to go all the way. That's what they've been looking for. The over boundary, and Tamim Iqbal has got the first one.
Slightly smaller side of the boundary back towards the player dugouts because we're playing on this side of the pitch. I think this is pitch number 2. So in talking to Gamini, he said this should be a cracker, and it has got bounce there, so that's good. He sat back, waited, got the bounce, got the elevation to Tamim.
I think Tamim will have to force it a little bit because they are rather lagging. Look at the crowd here. Absolutely marvellous atmosphere here. Shakib Al Hassan will know that Tamim Iqbal is trying to upset the rhythm of the bowler. Oh, this is good. Sunil Narayan, so very, very professional, and with all the experience, he knows what the batsman is trying to do to him. Arm ball, off spin. Again, that movement by Tamim Iqbal backing away.
Yeah, good. He's at the ballroom. He certainly is. Wants to and needs to for his team here. He's used up 13 balls. He's got the double figures to him. Big stage. Final after all.
And Amul Haq on strike. He'll try to just prove that he's also a good batter. Deserves that number 3 spot that's been.
ভুনা করলে আর ভাজবো কে ভুনা করলে আর ভাজবো কে যদি ভুনা না করিস তাহলে পেঁয়াজ একটু বেশি গাড়ি নে শালা হাত গেছে রে
Fielded, a nice one. What a final have we got here. Dean Jones and
in your side, you've got wickets in hand. And having Animal Haq out there and Tamim as well, still on the crease. They could do some damage.
There's at least 2. A big chase in. 4. That takes the pressure away. Can they get it up to about 36, 37?
I'm sure they can. What a great atmosphere.
Play every other batsman. Jamsur, Animal Haq, these guys have got to have these little cameos out with strike rates over 150. Oh, that's in the slot and it's 4. Oh, Tamim Iqbal loves the big game.
It's turning out to be a good over here. And aren't they delighted as well? And that's what they're going to get here if they carry on bludgeoning it like that. And he goes for the sweep as well. Brilliant. Finds the boundary as well. Not sitting happy, Shakib.
That's the ends the power play. This place is lit. It's 40 for 1. So the power play finishes. The Victorians 40 for 1. Thank you, Alex. The over, and he took on Shakib, and that's got them back into the game. It's still slightly in front of Dhaka Dynamites at the moment, but presence of mind is everything in T20 matches. There's a lovely over that he played. A couple of sweep shots, nice shot off the back foot through the covers. But I think Shakib is the one that's got to keep Narayan quiet. If they can keep him quiet, I reckon they're got a chance of scoring maybe 150 plus.
Yeah, spot on. Then I think you're quite right as well about Tamim. You've got to have one guy to grind it out and get a good 50 or 45 deliveries if you're looking at that 160 target. Everyone else will bet around you. And if they can keep wickets in hand like they've done, it's a good start so far. Only just a loss of 1 wicket inside power play. So they will take that, and it's easier to up the tempo a little bit as the innings goes. You have to have one guy to bat deep into the innings.
There is there another one. So we've got almost a full house here. 26,000 people here in this wonderful stadium. It is great excitement. Look at it. Absolutely full of red on the left-hand side. Lots of blue. Good versus evil. You can work out who's good and who's evil in your opinion. We're all independent here. End of the over, 44 for 1. One 6-4-4's already scored in this 44 for 1, but I got to get it up to about, I believe, about 20 boundaries for me. They scored 20 boundaries, and that's what they're playing for. It's a wonderful trophy. I like a trophy that you can drink out of. Really good.
Where are you from, by the way? Where are you from, by the way? A bit of a culture, isn't it?
It is. Quick single, good call. So will they go after Kozionic? I think he's a player they need to target. This is one area where they've got to pick on players. It's hard to whack Narayan around very, very hard. They maybe can get after Andre Russell, but I think this guy here, Kozionic, I think the Comilla Victorian batsmen have got to pick on him a little. Question mark is, where can they go?
What? Birdman up 45, and now he's pushing a man out in the deep mid wicket as well, and he's also coming around. Yes, you do say that they have to pick him. They have to find one bowler that they can target here, but he's also been very good with the ball. And there, put him down. A live given here, and just as well they pick up a couple of runs. Oh no, Rubel.
He's backed away, tried to side it. He tried to hit it in that area, but he was successful at only hitting it to Rubel there. And, well, he got a couple of good hands on it. That probably should have been taken. Amazing. Bowlers clapping fieldsmen for dropping catches.
Well, at this level, that's regulation. That should have been taken. Well bowled and well played too. You're talking about losing wickets. They've just been given a life here. And I'll tell you, you need to be taking those chances. And these are his dismissals this season. he likes width and he forces them most of the time. He does not like the back of a length deliveries. He's not quite fond of that. And just the one delivery got him, which was more for Yorker length.
Very good analytics by our Hawkeye team. Oh, and he's just torqued it around the corner. Only get one. That's the stuff that coaches, bowling coaches and batting coaches like to look at. Get the tactics right. So, will he bowl a back of a length and get the ball up hip height? That's what analytics are saying. And wide, maybe 4th, 5th stump line around the wicket. I reckon he's better off than running down the pitch and hit it on the leg side and bat to your strengths. At that, he missed one there. That was in the slot to whip through square leg for 4.
Yeah, well, the field does suggest that he has to go back up a length with no mid-wicket in, saving the single. But perhaps it was also double block because he's quite strong off the front foot. Yes, that should have gone. He should have quite clipped it quite easily as well onto the leg side. Not really a good line from him. And you do not want to miss your length here or your line because you will fetch. And so keep just making sure that everything is all happy for him in the field. Last delivery.
Oh, dropped it. Did he get a mitt on it? I reckon he has. And it's run away for 4. Is that the turning point of the match? 8 overs gone. It's 54 for 1. Well, a welcome boundary again there for the Comilla Victorians. And let's have a look here. The keeper. Oh, you got to catch these. You got to, almost got in the cheat area, I call it, the webbing between thumb and forefinger.
Well, that should have been taken. I reckon he had enough time to actually go with both hands. And you always give yourself enough chance if you're going to go both hands first. But he's taken the other hand away and he's limited himself. Well, you've got to take those chances.
Another quick single, good running. Little things like that. Often in finals, it's not someone just going ballistic and making a big 100. It's the team that often wins is the team that makes the least amount of mistakes, and it normally comes back to fielding. And the team that loses is the team that drops the most catches in the final. It always is.
You know, you're quite right. And just as well, 2 drop catches in 1 over. As Yonik would have been chewing his teeth and would have been throwing his toys all over the place. Short, pulled away. Pushing for the second here. Yeah, good fielding. Just what you're talking about. Good fielding. You got to clean it up also. Ground fielding. You got to take your chances as well.
I remember when I dropped a catch in a test match, and at the end of the day I was feeling a bit sorry for myself, and the valuables came out of the bag, which we do, and Alan Porter picked up my wallet and threw it to me, and I caught it, and he said, "Oh, you can catch." The lesson was learnt very quickly. nothing worse than dropping catches, but it's amazing at that ball is that Tamim Iqbal will wind himself up a long way. He was looking for the fine one, and the anticipation from the keeper is just poor. So it comes down to Tamim Iqbal, I feel, for them to get a big score here, get a good 50 plus, 29 from 22. Oh, beautiful shot, but straight to him. Just can't quite pierce the field in areas they want.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, if you have a look at that great Hawkeyes work that they've done, analysing animals, like he does not like it back off a length, and just as well, they're going back off a length, yeah, hard, hip high, just like that, and he's got to back himself to put those away for 4. If you keep finding the field, it becomes a problem as well, because you feel missed out a lot, and just as well, you would like to think that the bowlers have done their homework.
Good bounce up, solid bouncer, looking to the square leg umpire and given. I sometimes don't like the fact that when batsmen motion to the square leg umpires, it really irritates the fielding team. The umpires will make their decision. Let's have a look. We know it was short, it was high. Look at him, Tamim. He almost tried to convince it. Yeah, it's a good call. But you've got to let the umpires do their job.
Yeah, just checking if they're still in the game, the umpires. Yeah, but that's a little cheeky reminder that.
Oh, chased it. One bounce 4. Tamim being courageous, wanting to take on this attack. And that's what senior players have got to do, lead from the front.
Yeah, just as well, that brings the 50 partnership from these two. Yeah, looking to go hard of a point perhaps, but fortunately for him, finding the top edge, he'll take it. Doesn't matter how they come, just the 1 bounce 4. Not in control of it, but yeah, you will take that.
Really charge him again because he hits a lot of balls over extra cover when he charges. Oh, and he's gone leg side this time. Oh, knee has it. It's Superman. Oh, up. Oh, he doesn't think so now. Oh, if he's gone to the third umpire, that tells me that he knows he hasn't caught it. I reckon you know most of the time. You know most of the time. Andre Russell, only him could have got this close.
Well, I'll tell you what, we've seen some stunning catches throughout this tournament this season, and this is certainly one of them. Ball dying on him, he wasn't quite sure, so he's asked to take it upstairs. And I'll tell you, he is a Superman, and just about the swag as well. No, that's one short, I reckon.
Gee. My first instinct was that Andre got there, but I'm starting to doubt it now. Tell you what, when he asked for the third umpire to have a look, I just knew that he didn't catch it.
Yes, sometimes you know as well as a fielder, and sometimes you're not really sure if the ball just bounces short like that. So the dead to 100% short decision, not out. Well, it was a good effort indeed, I must say, and they're obviously delighted by that. And well, Alex Wolfs confirms it will be a Bashundara LPG strategic timeout.